We're here in Hillsborough, New Hampshire, waiting for Senator John McCain to arrive aboard the Straight Talk Express, where he will meet with a gathering here at Morse Sporting Goods in Hillsborough. After that, we'll take a trip to Rindge, New Hampshire aboard the Straight Talk Express with an exclusive interview with Senator John McCain. Senator, you're going to be speaking to a bunch of college students today at Franklin Pierce. What about higher education and the funding for it? How's that going to be solved if you're president?
We'll continue to expand Pell Grants to reduce the interest for student loans. Our ultimate goal is to provide every American with affordable and available education, and I would put significant emphasis on math, science, and engineering because those are important specialties for the future of the economy of the country. We recently reduced the interest on student loans, which is helpful, but we have a long way to go. A lot of these men and women in the military will have a very generous education benefits as a result of serving, and I hope that we can even expand on that. But we have to also try to do what we can to reduce the inflation costs of education in America, which makes some of the institutions, no matter how available the student loans are, unavailable to average students.
How often do you get, I mentioned before that I was with Governor Romney for a while and was running around Iowa with him, and just a couple of days with you. How often do you get questions about global warming? I can tell you in the time I spent with him and a lot of these events he held, no one ever asked him about it.
It's a big issue here. If you look at the polling amongst young people, it's one of their highest priorities. They may not ask about it for whatever reasons, but I know it's a very high priority, particularly with young people. And so I talk about it voluntarily. A lot of times I talk about it in the beginning of my remarks, and I'll be talking about climate change today.
Okay. Actually, you're talking about polling. Can you comment on the push polling or the push polling that's been happening with Governor Romney and then from what I heard from a supporter of yours?
There's been no allegation that any supporter of mine had anything to do with it. Really, there's been no allegation. We condemned it. We asked for an investigation by the state's attorney general. We asked for it here because New Hampshire has a specific law that you have to identify what organization you're with if you make a phone solicitation. I think it's disgraceful. I've seen this movie before. That's why we asked for a investigation, and I hope we can find out who it was. And we should be able to find out, because all you got to do is follow the money. And so all I can say is that if they start it, we will do everything in our power to expose the perpetrators of it. First of all, I'm not surprised because, we've been hearing about it for years. He has the right of every citizen of innocence until proven guilty. And I want to provide him with that. And I would only make one other comment, but from my involvement in the issue, it's a lot bigger than Barry Bonds. I think that the Mitchell report, everything I am told, and none of it firsthand, is that there's going to be a lot of names in the Mitchell report, and it's going to, I think, give an indication that the use of steroids is pretty widespread. But
still, you think?
Well, was.
Yeah.
One thing that Dick Pound and these other guys will tell you is that there's people in labs all over the world right now that are figuring out another substance that's not detectable. So it's going to be a game that we're going to be playing for a long time. They develop a new substance that's not detectable, we're going to have to develop a way to detect it. And most experts that I know say we'll always be one step behind, not one step ahead. And I enjoy it. Cardinals and Bengals, if you can do the next one. 28 there. Oh my God.
Leinert's out for the year, right?
Yeah.
What do they got, quarterback? Warner?
Mark Warner, but he's got a
Kurt Warner.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kurt
Mark
Warner.
Warner's
I'm
out.
sorry,
He's
not
out for
the
this year,
governor
too.
of.
Yeah.
Warner has a strained left elbow.
When's the last time the Cardinals even were 8-8? Have they been in Arizona?
When Jake the Snake's first year as quarterback, I think, or second.
10, 12 years ago?
Yeah. Now that's San Diego and Jacksonville.
I know we don't have that
That
one.
one's up here, though.
Which one?
San Diego, Jackson?
Oh.
It's
If you can't get,
we can't get it.
all right, then go ahead and let's watch San Diego and Jackson.
That, I think there's another one.
Watch Shane.
Giants. No, that's
Giants and Lions. Let's watch.
Jacksonville's leading San Diego 24-17.
Let's see it. Let's see it. That's good. Okay. Baltimore has certainly
Why do I have to pay
collapsed.
for it?
Yeah. We'll have to go to the Baltimore-New England game in a couple of weeks. Not even worth it.
A la carte for anything over $3 a year. Month,
Yeah, I
rather.
agree.
Look at the Raiders.
What do you got?
What?
Jacksonville
That's fine.
What do you want?
Let us watch something.
Well, which one do you
Are
want?
they
That's
pouring
fine.
you that much?
That one is
Oh,
fine.
All right.
That one is fine. I think that's about the best we're going to do. Miami 0-10. I wonder how Ricky Williams did today.
Senator, Governor Walter Peterson,
Yes.
from what I understand, you guys are close friends, or
Yes.
can you talk a little bit about that relationship?
Governor Peterson is a wonderful man, and he's an institution here in New Hampshire, and we've been friends for many, many years.